Let's go game. Freeze your brain.
Do. So if I know Remone, this is already recording. I thought so. Well, hey y'all, we back and we better. It's Beijing doll here. You already know the drill. I'm just gonna take this time to, drop my socials so you guys can, add me on everything, because on Instagram y'all be asking for my socials, but that means you're not watching my YouTube. So you see it, eat it up. Perfect. Hey y'all, this is my special guest, longtime friend, Jack.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Hey, I'm Jack. My socials are CatDaGreat. I am a freelance journalist.
Boy.
I've worked in social media, external communications, trying to be a model, but photographers hit me up, innit?
Hit him up.
Yeah, man. I've got a few websites, jackcongrows@medium.com if you want to see my articles, but yeah, mainly Instagram. Mm-hmm.
And he can sing, he can dance. He missing stuff out.
You missing it out?
I just saw a little pole dancing one time, you know what I'm saying? What? So guys, we gonna have a little podcast today. We gonna have a little chat, have a little conversation about stuff that, matters. Oh, Deliveroo here. Sorry.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Cha-cha, what you mean? Cha-cha, come, cha-cha, come for the pussy, come for the cha-cha, come for...
Not made for kids, okay. Period, big prrrr. We big.
Guess who back in the house?
Guess who back in the house? Hey, guess who back in the house? Hey, I
love how
that
you've got a lion tattoo.
A lion because I'm a lion. I'm a Leo.
Yeah, you're a Leo.
Wait, look at that one as well. Like a little star.
Look at my thighs. Look how big they are.
Look how big and juicy they are.
Juicy.
Put it in that work.
So Cleo's a Leo as well. And she's taught me this. In life, you're either a lion
Period.
or a gazelle.
Listen,
Bitch,
you
we ain't
gonna
no
get
gazelles
eat up.
out here. We ain't no gazelle.
So we back, we better in this period. I feel like quickly before we start this segment, we should introduce, how we got to know each other. Like, what was the first encounter? How did we meet, Jack? How did we actually meet?
We have another episode coming out, which we will get into the deep, dark, and the dirty on this. But we met at musical theatre.
We did.
Training.
Listen.
How you doing? Hey,
Hey.
sisters. Really, really nice to meet you.
Hey.
How you doing?
Remember the radio plays, everything.
Well,
we
yeah,
did a lot.
we're the same age.
We are.
Well, I'm older, but we were like
Everyone's
in
older
the
than
same year.
me.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, but I've always been the baby as well.
Everyone's always older than me, so.
But yeah, no, well, I'm older than you, bitch. But yeah, so we were in first year together, obviously.
Yes.
And we actually had a rocky relationship, didn't we?
We did.
We did.
Jack
did.
was he was so cheeky,
I was a
guys.
bitch. I'm not gonna lie, I was
He's
a
too
bitch.
cheeky.
But that's the thing that comes. It's it comes with being a Jack. Jack comes with this type of precedence, but the novelty runs out because you realise I'm actually a really sweet boy.
You've actually, listen.
It does.
He's matured into a lovely young man. He has indeed.
I wish I could say the same about you.
These shady drag queens.
But yeah, so we did like dance, traditional musical theatre.
Yes.
And a lot of our teachers were, them things when every single institution, I swear down, they've always said, we're so unique because we have working professionals as our tutors.
Yeah.
Bruv, you're chatting shit. Everyone has working professionals.
It's true.
But
They gassed us.
They were telling the truth because we
But
had
we did have some really good
dance
teachers.
captain of Lion King, and we had so we actually learned traditional musical theatre, but also non-Western techniques. So African, Horton, did Lindy Hop.
Yeah, that was
shit.
good. Lindy Hop. Susie Q. Hey.
Susie Q.
Susie Q.
Yeah. So that was really fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was always like the dancer and the singer. You had that acting streak on you. You were really good, but also singing.
Yes.
I've like taken a break from singing, but I've recently been doing a lot of dance training.
Oh,
So
let me come along.
Yeah, I've been doing
Invite
it on the
me.
D-Lo as well. I've not been posting it anywhere, so hopefully you should come with me.
We should. I'm actually, listen, we're going to talk about this after.
Yeah.
We're finna talk about this
I
after.
see you flexing, doing your flexibility
Listen,
shit. Come on, your contortion.
Oh no, I nearly broke my nail. Yeah.
Right, so what are we talking about? Here we go.
Here we go.
Wait, are we waiting till 35? Did you say that? Oh, okay.
No, wait, we're gonna keep going till 35.
Keep going till 35.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How you doing?
Yeah. So I feel like we need to talk about one of the hottest spots, one of the popping parties where the cool people at, where the litty crew belong. If y'all don't know, you finna get to know today with this podcast. So we talking about heaven. I know. Yes.
Well, so you say hotspots, but you know, there is a big culture culture difference between straight people, gay people, and in between.
Yeah.
About how all these different and also like people that understand music and different genres, and like we in London we don't really have a strip. You know,
Okay.
we don't have a strip where there's like loads of good music here, there, everywhere. We follow DJs, we follow this, that, the other. But heaven does have something for everyone. And we need to debunk these myths that it's not, you know, it is a place to find love. You can go on a date. It's a
Yes.
place to have fun.
Yes.
And yeah, so we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna get into it.
Purr. Big purr. So, my first experience of going to heaven, it was crazy, y'all. So, I get there and the queue is looking like Carnival when you go home, when everybody is there, like loads of people from the beginning to the end.
Moving like Berkheim. Come on.
You don't even know where the beginning is. You're looking
Love.
around the corner. I thought, I'm not getting in. Like this is not happening. It's nearly 12. It's nearly midnight. Like this is not working. Like who did I think
Patience,
I
my
was coming to
friend.
London? All of a sudden, whoosh! It was like open sesame. It was like one big, and then I'm at the front. I'm like, oh, okay. And I met some really cool people in the line. Everybody was so lovely. Like it was a great experience. Everyone felt warming, and I feel like usually like you'll go out, you'll go to different places, and you don't know how people are gonna be, how people are gonna move. But I feel like the vibes are very much warming. Everyone just kind of like seemed calm. Like everyone was just in their own zones. Like
I heard you talking about how you really enjoy gay clubbing in general, like you said, heaven. Just like to have fun and, you know, be yourself, because a lot of the time I've noticed with some clubs, especially in Central, you just get these booky brothers hopping around all the corners, staring at you.
yeah, I'm trying to chat to you. Let me chat
But
to you. Let me chat to you.
let me just set
to
this
you.
premise as well. Like, I fully believe no one there is having fun. Not one single person. So you've got the Bookie brothers all around the corners. Drug dealers trying to get something.
Yo, you want a
You're
free five?
working, you're working.
You want a free five?
The girls that are dancing are all uncomfortable. And the batty boy like me, it feels like shit. Like, what the fuck? No one's dancing. So no one's having fun. Why am I there? So when you go
True.
into
It's actually true. I'm actually deep in it.
Yeah.
Like, what? It's
what
actually
other person
true.
is there? No one's having fun. Like,
It's actually
no
true.
one's having fun.
And
You're
then
just
you hear a
making
banging
everyone-
song and then everyone starts like, hey,
And it's
brother,
fake. You're
hey.
moving fake.
It's just for the camera. It's just because you
Yeah.
hear pop smoke,
You
you're
just-
like, hey, wait a minute.
Because you're
Dior,
conditioned
Christian
to
Dior,
like
Dior.
have this like TikTok personality. Like when you hear something, everyone's got their cameras out and you move wild. But as soon as their flashlight is off, you're not having a good time.
Or if it's
So-
like, oh, Yardie song you don't know, everyone's like, this is dead.
But anyway, so you then move to the gay culture, and it's been universal for a long time because my mum, she used to go heaven. She used to tell me about all the passwords that you had to have to
Same.
get in.
Sister went.
So you know, like, and I don't, I'm not saying that it's popping now because like I do believe it's fun, but I know that back in the day, the stories that I've heard,
Yeah.
even through exes and stuff, like, you know, the scene was obviously a lot better, but it still has that accepting community vibe.
Yeah.
And not just only for queer people, But for other people as well who can enjoy
everyone.
it, but we will get into that because
Yes.
we have some controversial topics to talk about to do with entry.
Entry. Is you a member? That is the question.
Is you a member? Is
Do
you
they
gay?
think you a
Is you
member?
queer?
Do they think you go? Are you worthy of getting in? That is the question. All I know is I got inside.
That's you though. That's you.
Hey.
Right, should we get onto the hot topic then?
Yes. I'm down.
Okay, so recently in September for Pride was cancelled, unfortunately.
Yeah.
However, people still came out and they still partied. But one of the only places that we were allowed to be at was actually just for me to state, I was actually in Rotterdam, so I wasn't in London.
Okay.
But Heaven is obviously a big hotspot, especially in central London. So we had a girlfriend, 2 queer women, was refused entry to Heaven during Pride for not looking queer.
Ooh.
So obviously this is a very controversial topic at the moment, and we had a statement from her, well, a Snapchat, saying, "Don't go to Heaven if you look like me." So she's obviously like a white woman and maybe like cis looking pretty girl, not butch or anything like that. However, she was with 2 other friends, which is stated, I've read a few articles and it's always like the last minute sort of statement, like sentence. So I'm thinking, well, maybe was it the other friends that was doing, like, you know, that weren't straight, and maybe that was it. But I started to think about, you know, was this an extreme measure of due to like the capacity limitations of Heaven? Because, you know, as you said, you've got long queues and this, that, the other.
Yeah.
So we have queer spaces for queer people.
Yeah.
However, ultimately the bouncer was actually wrong, but, you know, they were 2 queer women trying to get in, but we don't know about the friends and we don't know what was going. So we need queer spaces just generally, but on Pride, when everyone's trying to come out and Pride was basically cancelled,
Yeah.
so Heaven is the only place for us to go to.
Yeah.
Maybe they were stricter on that day and thought, actually, no, we only want queer people to occupy this queer space because it is their day.
It's
So,
I feel like
how do you feel about that?
I feel like it's a tricky one because how can you like say to someone there's something that they're not? Do you get it? Especially if they've told you that. But I can understand what you're saying because if like the other people were
It's the 2
straight
friend
or
bits
speaking,
that got me.
yeah, maybe like I don't know, maybe the bouncers picked up on something or heard a conversation that just didn't sound, you know, like a member. But I don't know. I mean, yeah, I mean that is a tricky situation because they must have felt like quite stressed out or really agitated on that day, especially going all the way there to get refused and to feel like this is somewhere where I'm meant to be accepted. Like it would be a big slap in the face.
Yeah, it's just it's a really difficult one because there's no, you can't prove to them like, oh, this is my girlfriend and whatever. Like obviously people can just chat shit all the time, but then there is some sort of level of like sensitivity that these and understanding that these bouncers have to have, like who creates this judgment. What is it like, what's behind the door staff? Like what is it? You know, like if someone's drunk, cool, like you could make that judgment and you can say you're not coming in, like if they're far too drunk or whatever. But who are you to say you're not coming in because you are not queer? Like that is where this really like issue lies behind, because as she said, she had a girlfriend. The article that I did read, and I'm sorry if I haven't read the other ones that state that they're queer or not, but I didn't know, and it was like an afterthought, so it could be to do with them. To be honest, I don't think it is. I think it's
because
just
then
them
you would let I feel like you'd let them in, and then you say the friends need to go or whatever the case may be.
And they'd let the journalist or whoever know that they were with all queer people, but. It's just like where does the power limitation stop? Like, because they just have so much power on letting people in, barring people, this, that, the other. I've had difficult altercations where
the altercation coming back.
Boy, that altercation coming through me, girl. That altercation coming through me. So story time.
Okay.
So I had been at Heaven. With 3 friends, and we made this new phrase. All of my girl them, your pulse is too high. Hold tight, OV. Come on, your pulse is too high. Your post is too high.
Nah,
Your post, your post.
I can't.
Your post, your post, your post.
I can't.
Your post is too high. Yes. Here we go.
Your post is too high.
So there was this boy that I remember vividly who came up. We were walking to the smoking area, and he was with his friend. And he was just grabbing me and shit, and I just was like really not feeling him. First of all, I don't appreciate that.
Yeah.
You haven't spoken to me. You haven't bought me a drink. You haven't tried to understand me, and you are feeling my body parts. I understand my booty is voluptuous, but that's not for you,
it's
right?
not for you.
So I must have just been like, nah, fuck off. Like, you're seriously annoying me. And it just got to the point where I had to stick it on him.
Yeah.
And only because I felt violated.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't randomly be like that.
Yeah, but why is he
someone.
touching you?
Exactly. So anyway, we go out to the smoking area, and suddenly the security guards are all running up on me. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm here for a good time.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. You know, I don't do anything like that. And they said to me, someone has said that you're selling 2 pills for $5. And all you could see is this boy sat in the corner with his arms crossed looking at me thinking, all good. First of all, if I'm shot him, it ain't going to be 2 pills for a $5. It's a pill, a tenner, right? Listen about it. Hear that straight. I'm not doing no 2 pills for a $5, bitch. So listen to that, okay? So when you try... Anyway, so we go over there, and this is when your pulse is too high because they started taking my pulse, girl. They're taking my pulse, and they said my pulse is too high. And they said, yeah, you need to leave because your pulse is too high.
Your pulse is too high.
Bruv, my blood pressure's up, my pulse is high.
Yeah, I'm irate. Like, you just violated me. Like,
so much, the fact, because, like, so much to the point where they were like, you have to leave. And he just had the smuggest smile on his face whilst we were leaving. And I just thought, like, do you know what? Sometimes these spaces, these bitches that occupy these spaces are not nice. That is one time out of the multiple times that I've been there.
Should have checked the cameras as well. They really should.
Yeah, like, but let me just declare that I have had more happy times there. But you know, you do get these odd times, and I know you're about to tell your story about a few booky times that you've had there as well. But it's just a roller coaster, which is part of the fun. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, so when I went to Haven or whatever, like, I was enjoying. I was living my best life. Like, I was with my friends. I was trying to get some tequilas at the bar. And then, obviously, I just see my friend. And you know when you see your friend and you know, like, that face looks like I'm about to pop off. Like, and I'm about to pop off now. So as soon as I saw this, I was running. Why are you, my friend? Why are you running? But finally getting stuff. Why are you running? We got to go. So we get there now. And then I blinked and security was there. It was literally like, bloop. And I couldn't process anything. Everything was just happening too fast. And then my friend got taken out. And then the guy's like, she slapped me. She slapped me. And this is the same guy that did the splits on my leg and broke up my leg. So deep down in my heart, I was like, yeah. You get like, is it karma? Did it come back so far? I don't even know. I don't know.
Why did she slap?
No, why did she slap? Listen, he was fuming, I can't lie. But then she punched some other guy as well. So it was a bit, but to be fair, I know my friend, she ain't gonna swing for no reason, you know what I'm saying? So it had to be a reason. But anyways, I just feel like the way that the security handled it, it was just a bit, everything was just so blunt, doof, 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 doof. And it's like, as soon as you're out, you're not their business. And it's like, you're actually in that club getting wived. Like, you just dash people out that have been drinking like 20 tequila. Like, are you really thinking? Like,
But the thing is, I mean, obviously, as an individual that's getting thrown out due to somebody else's behavior is obviously pissed off. Like, are you even thinking? But I think what they're thinking about is statistics. And if you're with these people, the rest of all these other figures, that's how they see you. Yeah. They're in danger because you lot were fighting or whatever the fuck it was going on. Yeah. So they are swift. They're on it. And that's what they do. So it is a safe place. It's a safe place for everyone. Yeah. But obviously it's a bit annoying because, like, obviously we're getting kicked out for other people's bullshit. Yeah. So.
But it's just like, I feel like it's like everywhere. Like, you're going to have your problems everywhere. Like, look, Carnival. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're not going to get into Carnival too much, but like, it's a good space to get it. Yeah, we're not going to get into this too much. But I feel like there's bear fights. So many things happen at Carnival. Do you get it? Like, such like a big thing, but there's always beef like every year. Do you get? So I feel like it's kind of just a thing where it will happen. But either way, I have had more good times as well. Like, listen, heaven know where the bad bitch is at, because they be playing the bad bitch music. They be playing the Megan Thee Stallion, the Cardi B, the Nicki Minaj. Like, do you get it? When I'm in a normal club, all I hear is, man doing drillings. I don't want to go out here. Skirsh. Like, what? What about Cry Baby? Like, come on. Like, them playing Beyonce. Like...
So let's get into dating.
Dating.
So, did you get any spicy young females coming up to you?
I mean, of course I did. Like, come on, look at me. Like, I'm beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But I have a boyfriend. Like, I am, you know, cuffed or whatever. So, like, I always meet people. I love meeting people regardless. You get it. So we exchange details. Cuffed.
Yeah, cuffed.
Cuffed.
Yeah.
But yeah, like a lot of people did. I met a lot of straight people there as well. Which was quite shocking as well. I didn't expect it. I literally thought I would be like the only one. I can't lie, literally.
So that's what we were saying. How like especially on Pride, that, like all this controversy around it. However, I want to go to heaven with my pals and I want to have a good time with them. And if you're straight or not, I know you're an ally, so I want you to be
period.
there.
Listen, you know,
I want you to be there.
Listen, period. Everybody needs to be. Said that don't. Everybody, anyways, everyone already knows how I am. I get mad. Don't make me angry. Don't disrespect.
You know, I want you there. But like as we said, we're trying to debunk this myth of not being able to find love there. I personally can't. I'm trying to debunk it. I'm trying to go there. We gonna hear up.
Guys, we haven't been. We gonna go.
So I just need, because I've obviously been going for the wrong reasons. I've always just been getting on it, getting really wild there. But I need to go for different reasons. But
yeah, just have a good time with your friend. She's on my ass. She's on my ass. She's on my ass. Hey, she's on my ass.
So anyway, yeah. So I previously to this was working for a dating app, and it's quite weird because I found dating to be literally a full-time job, and it was the stress of dating whilst working for a dating app was like even more horrible. However, I always just assumed at this point, I can't be bothered to like talk back to people. I feel like all these dating apps are commodifying people's love. I felt like a statistic. I felt like just somebody on their database. And I've just now find it to be so inauthentic. It just feels like I'm back in secondary school, like messaging people.
It's
like,
true.
I don't know
It's
you.
so
Why am I doing
cringe.
all
I
this small
can't
talk?
lie.
Like, I don't need to know about
It's
your
true.
dogs. I don't need to know about
and
your
most
favorite
time people
food.
just want to do stuff. They don't even want to date. I can't lie.
This is why like gay clubbing is really an avenue for you to
finding
like
love.
yeah. But
That's actually true.
I went to Mighty Hoopla Festival the other day, and boy did I get a lot of numbers. But I was feeling, I'm going to be honest, I was feeling low before then for a long time through lockdown and everything. And just being in that space where people appreciated my personality and appreciated my looks made me feel so good. And this is why we need to just stop thinking that, you know, dating apps and social media is like your fundamental thing in life, or the easy, quick avenue for you to find love, for you to find happiness. Because I can tell you right now, as soon as this lockdown lifted and we were able to start mixing and speaking to people at Heaven, at Mighty Hoopla Festival, at this, at that, it made me feel so much better in myself. So, come on, man. Let's go. Let's go on a date, baby. Yeah.
You better hit him up.
Yeah,
Listen,
hit me up.
I know a few of y'all like Jack or whatever. It's okay. Hit up Jack. You can message me and I'll message Jack if you want help. You can DM me and I'll help you.
Griffin, get to know. Okay, final thing. We want to talk about Pride and all of the homonormative campaigns, Pride campaigns in particular, that surround Pride. So, you know, there's the Pink Pound and all of these industries, establishments, and different types of places that use the Pride flag for their own benefit and taking money from our oppression. So what can we do to combat that? Well, we can obviously support actual queer spaces, but when you actually look at queer spaces and what they represent, sometimes they can actually be racist or have systemic racism built in towards them, or not representing different minorities. So we can take Pride against Black Pride. And I'm a big supporter of Black Pride. I write about Black Pride quite a lot. But where does the line stand? Do we stop going to heaven? Do we stop going to Pride? Well, no, that's what we want to do and that's what we want to carry on doing. But then that takes a question on the individual. Where does your activism lie? So it's difficult because unless you do your research, you don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
And heaven seems to be, you know, massively fun.
Yeah.
And Pride seems to have a lot more coverage and a lot more people going to it than Black Pride, although Black Pride has been doing really well in the past few years. But where do we lie as mixed race people who want to support Black culture, but also Pride? So how do you feel about that, Shelby?
I mean, I can be as honest as I can be honest. I feel like, obviously, I'm just going to be honest, I had to be honest. Obviously, my dad, born and raised American, he's very homophobic, sorry. And obviously it's due to how he was raised, due to things that he knows. It's just not something he agrees with. But me, I have gay cousins, I have a gay nephew. At the end of the day, don't play with mans. It's as simple as that. Do you get it? Just don't play with man. I got gay friends, I've got trans friends. Listen, as long as my people, or not even just my people, anybody, as long as you are comfortable being you and you're happy with that, that's all that matters. As long as you go to bed and you are comfortable with who you are and how you stay, that's what I care about. I think what bothers me more is when I've had friends afraid to come out and stuff like that, that stuff bothers me. Do you get it? Because the people that you love, you should feel as if they're going to accept you no matter what you say you are, or what you want to do, or where you want to go, who you want to be. They should always be there for you, regardless if, I can't lie, I got more in common with a gay guy than I do, you get it? We both like men. We both liking these guys. You can tell me what you like his beard, patchy? Oh, he patchy, okay.
Okay, so let's take it up another level, though. I'm back to my question about how, okay, so your family members have been going through that, but, obviously... You take it up another notch of oppression and injustice. So not only are they gay, but they're Black as well. And then you've got institutions that are popping that you want to go to, or events, but it doesn't. Their values are not aligned with your
culture or home values or
culture. So that's where my issue lies, because I've been offered jobs, writing jobs and just multiple different kind of things where I can, cement my creativity in a creative industry. But where does my morality lie? Because in certain aspects, I'm well, you don't respect diversity, or you don't like this, but girl... We gonna party, and that's what I know for damn sure. Okay, that's what we gonna do. But obviously, I have to keep that mindset on the back of me, because I'm not trying to be a hypocrite. I'm not trying to be an activist and writing all of these articles for people to see me out doing the complete opposite of what I said. Yeah, despite it being a good club or this, that, the other.
Yeah, a lot of places, especially in Central, are like that. Door staff turning away Black girls so many times. I promoted for so many different clubs in Centrals, bringing out bare girls in the night. And majority of the time it's the Black girls that got turned away, and that's when I was literally, I am not doing this no more, because I'm the one that has to go to them when they're asking me why am I not getting in. I don't know, because I haven't been told, but the only thing to me is that you're Black, because Emily and Harriet, they all got in. Do you get it? Wearing jeans and sandals.
We already know
Jesus
about
sandals.
groups of boys.
Gandhi sandals, wait, I'm sorry. Gandhi sandals. Ellie came in with Gandhi sandals, crop top and jeans. In big central London club, can't you believe it?
Snowing upon your feet with your ash.
Snow!
No, absolute snow.
Frostbite upon the turf. It's cold outside tonight. Listen, London, Central, jeans, sandal.
Cornflake.
You might as well. The shoes that can breathe. Jux. The shoes that can breathe.
But yeah, we have it with boys. We have it with girls.
Yeah, for real.
But it's usually boys, and then it's not girls. It's Black girls.
Yeah.
And it's not boys. It's Black boys.
It's true.
And because they, you've heard that excuse. Oh yeah, but you're not with girls. But you got all the white boys in, but if there's a bunch of Black boys,
you gotta be with girls and put into twos.
I know certain Greenwich club, I'm not gonna name the names, but
You little nasty grannies. We ain't gonna name no names. Little nasty.
You little nasty.
Don't make us die here.
But we have a lot more to talk about, and we will be talking about racial inequality, body positivity and negativity, castability, and the shit that you go through during musical theatre training. So
wait, breathe, catch your breath. Oh, my milkshake brings the boys to the yard. Damn right, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you, but I have to charge. Yeah.
I'm bossy, and the
Bossy.
first gotta scream on the track. No,
What's that one?
We're just doing Kelly's, man. Come on.
Okay. So, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure that you catch up with the next episodes. You will see Jack and a lot of more of this. You know what I'm saying? And that sound big, period. And remember, I deserve it. I deserve it.
Yeah, but that's what she said. How you doing?
How you doing?